Black Box Productions.
We all seen Cuz, and Cuz had a problem because it was something about Cuz supposed to be fucking on his bitch or whatever. So just based on that, my nigga, you was supposed to stay up out of it in the first place. But then if you want to make public character assessments, my nigga, how is you gonna sit up here and speak on anybody's character on a fuck nigga standpoint when on my mama, cuz you was being a stand-up nigga initially in the situation. This is what motherfuckers don't understand. They fail to realize. Cuz was not cooperating to the tune of almost, I think, like 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. However, doing the real nigga shit that I guess he was attempting to be involved in, trying to purchase some weapons and get cracking and get the revenge going that way, the nigga got caught up on some bullshit. Whole nigga set him up. He did a little skit on it on his album. Now you up under the gun. From my understanding, Cuz was on federal parole. One gun, federal parole, 7 years. Period. Point blank. He ended up receiving from the feds what they described as a experimental sentence, I'm going off from recollection. These was all headlines. These ain't no secrets. They gave this nigga an experimental sentence. Now, how come after 2 years of him not being willing to participate in the murder investigation of his homie, rest in peace, Phil, all of a sudden went up with his back up against the wall? Now, Cuz is willing to testify on behalf of the prosecution. All you corny motherfuckers in the comments, that square shit, talking about he didn't point nobody out, he didn't do this. Look, check this out, my nigga. It's two teams in the courtroom. There's the prosecution and the defense. When you walk in that motherfucker with a suit on behalf, you know what the word behalf means? I am here to represent. I have the same interests as. I am here on behalf of the prosecution, the people who are attempting to convict the murder suspect. So that's how he came in. He told everything that happened that night. It does not help the case for him to say, I cannot say for sure whether or not these gentlemen sitting in the court are the individuals that did everything I just described. Guess what? They already know who did it. That's why they got him in that motherfucking courtroom. We just need another person to corroborate and testify to the fact that these events did take place. So that seems to be the big misconception, talking about, oh, he ain't do this. When you walk in the court, that's like saying you show up to the basketball game with a Laker uniform on. You sit on the bench all game, and because you don't play, you ain't no Laker. Check this out. If he didn't get on the stand and detail all the motherfucking elements of the crime, the nigga walked in the court on behalf of the prosecution. And I hear a lot of people like, oh, that's his friend, or what was he supposed to do? And it's like, my nigga, this is a nigga who done made his livelihood off of representing this G-code shit supposedly to the world. I happen to be an individual that threw away a whole lot of opportunities in life behind this bullshit ass G-code. So I speak my opinion just like everybody else. I'm not finna put no cut on it. As hard as I went, nigga, I was 17, nigga, in Alabama looking at life. Niggas turned state evidence on me. Nigga, I was guilty of everything I said I did. Nigga, I don't know nothing. I don't know why they lying on me. They lying on me because I'm the only nigga from California and they jealous of me. 2 pistols involved in both crimes, both registered to California. Everybody between I'm the youngest nigga, 17 to 25. Ain't no nigga else in the case been to California. But that's all I had to say. And I also understand being involved in some funk. Them niggas, Cuz and his homies got into a squabble in the club, some type of altercation. And then the shit got funkier down the road. I'd have been in the swap with my homie. We get funky. The homie get killed. The detectives is pressing me and the homie to tell on the niggas who did it. They coming to us with 6-pack pictures, making it super obvious who they want you to identify. Me and the homie Lil Milk, both separately telling the detectives we can't identify nobody. They pressing us. So they finally came at us with a paper and said, this is my final approach to get y'all to identify somebody. They was like, if you sign this paper, You can't wake up tomorrow and call me and say, okay, you want to cooperate. So once you sign this paper, it's final. So bam, a nigga finally signed the paper, and bam, the very next day, cause they charged the homie with the homie murder. Since we was not willing to cooperate with the prosecution and testify on their behalf, they flipped the script and put the murder on one of us. So I ended up catching a whole nother case going to prison. And when I made it to prison, on behalf of the defense, my homie was facing murder. On behalf of the defense, I was called back in order to participate in his murder trial. And I sat on the stand and testified on behalf of the defense in order to attempt to thwart the prosecution's plan in prosecuting the suspect. These are the opposite teams that are in the court. So just testifying in a court proceeding is not necessarily wrong. It's not snitching. But when you show up at court on behalf of the prosecution, my nigga, you on the motherfucking wrong team.
Nightwood and that Puzzle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
It's the homie cook-up boss, goddammit, Cub Low. And y'all tuning in to the Wake and Bake Show with goddammit the homeboy Spider Low.
Here with SPI, the realest nigga in LA.
Spider this bitch!
My nigga Spider Low. Spider Low, nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low, that's my nigga.
Spider Low. Spider Low.
Shout out to SPI, that motherfucking nigga.
You are now in the black box with the homie Spider Low, the most eastiest. Facts over feelings, keeping it a Google Plex. Feel my campaign.
Spider Low, Wake and Bake. Better keep it Google, nigga.
Loke is in LA somewhere doing what he's doing.